Can't believe this. I can't believe this. $500 worth of fees. I can't believe this. What the
What's up, it's your boy, this is Ace Live, and I'm back again to give you guys another awesome video of Medellin Lost Files. Guys, if you don't know what Medellin Lost Files is, it's basically, I was living in Colombia for the past 3 months. During that time, I came up with a couple of tips I want to share with you guys. So if you're new to this channel, guys, hit your boy up with a like and subscribe, please. I would love for you to be part of this community. Without further ado, let's talk about the subject at hand. Yes, I pretty much paid over $500 worth of fees. For the past 3 months, I was out of the country internationally. Today, I want to talk to you guys about how we can avoid those fees. One of the best ways to avoid all fees is by having a child swap account. If you don't know what a child swap account is, one of the benefits of opening up an account with them is that you can avoid international fees, right? They don't charge you for international fees, and they reimburse you guys for any ATM fees you may occur internationally. So that is a plus, right? The only problem is, guys, if you don't got good credit, you might not get in, guys. So that's what I'm here for, to help you out, all right, guys? So without further ado, watch this video and we'll come back.
What's up, it's your boy, this is Ace Live, and this is Medellin Lost File. Today we will be covering a subject about banking. One of my biggest issues that I had to deal with was international transaction fees. These fees would vary from a couple of cents to real money. So I wanted to see if we can tackle this issue, me and you together, okay? Now, as you may know, there are certain options online that you can try, maybe applying for a child swap card, but not everybody has perfect credit and will be approved. Lord knows I tried to apply for a child swap account and I got denied, okay? But I came up with a new idea. Over here, down this way, right? Down the Golden Mile, which is considered the Golden Mile, there are strips of banks. One of the banks is Citibank. Let's check out Citibank. I want to find out whether or not, if I go to Citibank, whether or not do I have transaction fees in this country. If I'm banking with Citibank, because there's a bank here, do I have transaction fees? That's a big thing, but there is a bank here, so let's find out, guys. Yo! If you wonder where I'm walking from Parque Poblado, okay? So you'll just use that as a point of reference to know where I'm starting my trip from. All right, guys? All right, guys, we finally made it to the Citibank right behind me. We're at the corner of, it says Calle 1A South, Carrera 43A. Quick note, Medellin has some weird banking hours. They close, for some banks, they close at 11:30 and won't be back open till 2 o'clock. In the States, they don't really close. They keep it open and they have rotating shifts. But over here, it's kind of different. But I think Citibank might be, and since it's, I guess, for an international bank, it might be run a little bit differently. I'm gonna go in there. I know I can't record in there, so I'll be back with all the info for you guys. Yo. All right, guys, I'm back. Let me explain to you the process. I went in there, I talked to one teller. Some of them speak some English, but not the best. So in order to answer a couple of my questions, they called one of their international numbers so I could speak to someone that spoke English, and the person was able to break it down to me. If you're banking with Citibank in the States, it is not the same like banking with them here. The only perk you might have with banking with them here is you will not incur any ATM fees. No ATM fees, however, you still will get that international fee. It is what it is there, and I think it's partly because the money denomination is different, and that's what they were trying to explain to me. I don't know why there's still a fee for that, but there is a fee for that. However, you can still save big by going to Citibank, because most ATMs here in Medellin only allow you to take up to mostly around $300. Here you can take out 1,000, one wop, which can save you a lot of international fees hitting you over your head.
My issue was I wasn't banking with Citibank when I was out of the country, so I was getting fees from the bank I was withdrawing money from, and plus fees from my bank for not using my bank's ATM. Then I'm getting international charge and yada 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 $500. Alright guys, so since there is a Citibank in the States, I recommend that you open an account with those guys. You don't have to, you could just transfer money freely depending on what bank you have in the States to that bank. That way you can always reap the benefits of Citibank in Colombia. And not only that guys, you can withdraw more money out. So that would mean less international fees. I have a buddy, this guy gets his pension every month, so when it's time to withdraw his money, he's withdrawing at least 8 to 15 times to withdraw a certain amount of money. Meanwhile, he's incurring international fees and other fees for not using his bank. Alright guys, so that's a plus, alright? So it's still a plus to save you some money. If you guys are watching this video and know of a better method, please comment in below the method, okay? I would love to find out. I know someone mentioned in my last episode about using Western Union. I don't know how good is that, guys, so y'all comment in below, alright guys? I am currently looking for adventure stories, guys. So if you went through an adventure and you want to tell me about it, hit me up in the description below and I will put your story on this channel, alright? I want to share stories with you guys and I want to hear stories from you guys because together we can grow bigger. But today I do have a story from you, a personal story, alright guys? It was when I was a younger child. I couldn't go to sleep. So for me, I had a couple of different channels I would love to watch. One of my favorite channels was the Travel Channel, right? And the reason why, because I always had this urge to see what was going on around the country. And there was one channel, there was one show that always caught my attention. And I would love to watch that show over and over and over again. It was No Reservations with Antony Bourdain. All right? He was a true inspiration for me. The fact that he would just go to any place, go to these people's house, start eating their food, talk about the food. And what really intrigued me about the guy was he was so articulate in his words. I could never be like that, but it was so entertaining to watch him talk about food and his experiences as if you were there. And that's what I try to do. You know what I mean? Since I've been back to the States, I've really been focusing on YouTube and not really focusing on what's going on in the world when my passion is seeing the world. And that is crazy. And so I just recently found out about Antony Bourdain's passing. Regardless of how you may feel on how he passed, we should still celebrate his life. The fact that brother went around the world and it showed us the world and broke stereotypes. I think he mentioned in one of his interviews that he had almost lost all respect for humanity. But it wasn't until he started traveling and seeing how the world was, he met genuine people that are just trying to put on a clean shirt and go to work and live their lives and pay for food and feed their families and just take care of what they need to take care of. And that is no different from me or you. And that experience is what I yearn to see and seek. And I got to give it up to Antony Bourdain for giving me that inspiration. Him and several other people, but he's one of those guys that got me at an early age to start looking at the world. All right? So I just want to say condolences to his family. And it's just another reminder, guys, that you got to live, guys. You got to live. Whatever you're going through, you got to live. The world is huge. It's big. And it's waiting for you. All right? It's seriously waiting for you guys. All right? One of my biggest regrets, and I'll tell you again, is I wasted a lot of my 20s. I had all the energy in the world. I'm in my 30s now, so I'm trying to play catch up. I am playing catch up. But I had all the energy in the world, and I was never thinking about seeing the world. And I don't want you guys to wait. I don't care how old you are. If you're able to do it, do it. All right? It's crazy. All right, guys? I want you to live your fullest and your best life. So at this time, I just want to give a moment of silence for Anthony. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, click this right here and watch the first episode of Managing Lost Files, alright? Before I leave guys, you know what I gotta do. I gotta remind you guys to always stay live. I also got some videos, alright guys, at the end of this video. Y'all wanna watch some more travel videos, alright? Peace, love, see you in the next video. Yo!